Welcome back to the Meeple Marathon and our continued week of unboxings. This one is a little bit out of left field, a little random, but I recently completed a trade with another fellow board gamer, and this was one of the games I received in the trade. It was brand new, still in shrink. It is one that I did not consider kickstarting. When it hit Kickstarter, the theme really just didn't seem to sit with me. But I have since read and heard that the game is quite fun. It does not take itself too seriously. And so I thought, why not? Let's give it a shot. So um, let's go ahead and take a look at Cthulhu Death May Die. Again, this is another CMON game. Lots of CMON games this week. Lots of miniatures. This is, of course, a kind of Arkham horror-esque game. So, one that I don't know too much about. I know that it is based on, kind of individual one-off scenarios where you're kind of choosing the elder villain, elder boss, elder one, and that essentially you pick like the elder one, you pick a scenario episode here, and then you pick your heroes. So it's almost like the modular deck systems of Blacklist games, where you can mix and match the various things. So lots of pictures in here. So this really should not be too difficult of a rule book to get through. Looks like there is some dice rolling involved. Look at this, we're already just now on setup. So the heavy rules don't even start until page 12. And then you've got to about 18. So really only about 6 pages of rules. There's a nice rule summary on the back, so doesn't look like too bad of a game to get into. And then here we have a large mat. Okay, so this must be... Oh, I'm not sure what this is. Looks like you place your elder one here, any minions they have, episode monsters, the actual episode. So this must just be kind of like a setup tray. I'm sure there's some kind of disc that moves along here that tracks your time. It's kind of large though. All right, lots of cardboard here. Let's go ahead and break into this and take a look at what we've got in here. All right, so mostly some environment tiles per se, but great artwork throughout. Some what appears to be stairs token. These are double-sided, so they're doubling the amount of environments that they can provide. This appears to be like an underground river, cemetery, old dock, twisting stairs, health tokens. Not sure what these are. Let's flip this around. It says Brawling and Arcane Mastery, so these must be like upgrades you can gain during the game. More twisted stairs, long dark hallway. So it's nice that some of these are free form. It just kind of adds to the flavor of the environment, but also nice that you don't have to like interlock them together with puzzle pieces. This is probably that tracker that goes at the top of that board that we saw earlier. And this is the last one, so not nearly as many environment tiles as I would have expected, but hopefully that's not what they're basing their gameplay on. Okay, so we have what I would assume are hero boards. So we'll take a look at those in a minute. This is like some kind of sleeve on here. Okay, lots of miniatures. This is actually kind of boxed up nicely here. Everything has got its own spot. I kind of like this. So I'm assuming these are the two elder ones here. Which I'm guessing, I'm not sure, is this holding the miniature? Okay. Mythos. Minions. Alright, he's got his own tokens here. Okay. So this is interesting. Basically it would appear this elder one comes boxed up with his own minifig, and his minions are right in here as well. Like triple, no. Let's just good lord. Okay. Now we're ready to go. But look at that. That is quite a miniature, if I do say so myself. Lots of tentacles here, very tall, very large. And then 4 of these smaller miniatures here, basically just masked person with a machine gun, and that's it. But what it appears is that this one box, which is nice, it's like an oversized tuck box, contains everything you need for this elder one. So let's take a look at some of these cards here that came with them. Again, I don't really know that much about this game. I kind of dismissed it for its theme. I have seen some gameplay videos of it, and I've heard lots of good reviews of it. But again, I don't know much about what's going on. So Minions, final stage 1, 2, and 3. So what's the Minions saying? Okay, so were 2 different figures in there. No, the figures all appear to be this one right here. They've all got the gun. And then cultists. Maybe cultists are in here somewhere. No? Okay, so it appears that everybody over here had a gun and is one of these disciples. But here we go. When Hosture advances, you gain a yellow sign token. Summon 1 Hosture disciple at the nearest gate and 1 cultist at each of the other gates. So this must mean something here. And then there are these other cards here, these Mythos cards. Hosture Disciple, Rapturous Frenzy. These all say Mythos on the back. Each Hosture Disciple moves 2 spaces towards you. Summon Hosture Disciple. Summon Hosture Disciple. Red, green, blue. Okay. So again, I am just here for the unboxing. Unfortunately, I have no idea what any of this stuff means. So that was, what was this guy's name? Hosture. Okay, so here it tells us on the back. 4 Hosture Disciples, 12 Yellow Sign tokens, 8 Mythos cards, Elder 1 stage cards, and a Minion card, and the Hosture person. And then we have Cthulhu, of course, which the whole game is named after. Let's take a look at Cthulhu's contents. Alright, so he's got himself, just another star spawn, Ryla times 9, Minion card, Mythos card, and stage cards. So he's pretty much got the same thing. He's got Mythos cards, he's got these larger cards, some unique tokens, and then it's basically a big box of miniatures, which of course is going to be taped. So instead of 4 smaller guys, Cthulhu comes with basically a big old big old fella. That is a big miniature. He's even bigger than Hashter was. That's quite impressive. Quite an impressive miniature, if I do say so myself. And then this smaller fella here, this little baby boy. All right. Let's see what else we got here. I don't want to lose track of all these. What goes with what? Let's see here. Of course, more tape. Everything's double taped. Okay. So this is essentially like a double stacking Minion tray here. You can see how that works. Again, I'm still looking for the smaller minions. They must be under the heroes here. Look at this thing. I don't even want to know what this thing looks like. All the interior parts of the alien from the movie Alien. You know, or like the spine. This is what the Predator holds up. He's holding up just the spine of something. That's what it looks like to me. There's that. There's this tentacle-looking creature here. Big old suction cup mouth. And then two of these guys. Again, just gnarly succubus-looking things here. Okay. So these guys stack on top of each other, and then there is a lid that kind of fits back on, and that's meant to go right there. Okay, so then these are the episode boxes. I am not going to open these up because I don't want to spoil anything, but let's just take a look at the back here. So you've got monsters that these must go with just the specific to the scenario. More mythos cards, discovery cards, and what would probably appear to be, yeah, their own cardboard. I'm just going to open these up. I'm not going to open up the cards, but I just want to see, yeah, everything is shrink wrapped in here, which is nice. There does appear to be some cardboard right here, which must be those moon tokens. They're probably just seated right in the middle there. So yeah, I really kind of like how these episode boxes are set up. I like the way this game is stored so far. I feel like you could easily, you know, add more episodes and just put those to the side. No, you're going over to a friend's house, so just pull in the episodes you need, pull in the Elder One boxes that you need. Okay, so then there's this last part here. I'm actually going to move the box off to the side. It's got this nice sleeve on it, which I guess will come in handy because, see, there's tape running all down the sides, which I'm not a huge fan of because it's going to be tricky to get it clean once I'm done with it. All right. Arkham patient files. I don't know what that is. We'll keep those separate here. Here are the dice. These are very unique D6s here with various symbols on them, and then some standees. These are just helpful to in general to have, I found, for a lot of miniature games. And then these appear to be all the heroes. Let's see if we can't. This is like a 3 deep tray right here. Tape all down the sides. See, now there's this funky sticky tape residue left behind. Not a fan of that. Alright, so I'm going to take a look at the miniature, the heroes last. Ooh, look at these guys. Okay, these must be trackers for your hero board because they're in the same colors as the rings for the heroes. So they're like little Cthulhu tentacles here, tucked in there. You've got this Batwing-like creature here. And this ugly monstrosity. Okay, so really not that many miniatures in the game. Okay, here we go. So these must be the cultists that you just use in Hashter's gameplay. And then there's these other guys here. So there's some with their hands up, and there's some with a book in their hands. And then we've got two different forms of what would appear to be werewolves. Although these look like out of shape werewolves. These guys are looking more fit. Actually, this guy's got like a half fish head. So I don't know what's going on here. But these must be like what they can intermix amongst all of them. I mean, I do kind of like how this stacks up here. Now that the tape's off, I think it's fine. All right, let's take a closer look at the heroes now, along with their hero cards. Okay, so here we have lots of, there are 10 total heroes in the game, and they each have these very large hero boards. So here you can see Lord Adam Benchley's miniature, but in the background is his player board, which the back just has a picture of him with some background, but on this side is his statistics, basically. So he's, got these various, actions about him, fueled by madness, marksman, and toughness, which appear to be unique to him. So again, I don't know a whole lot about how these heroes work, but that is essentially his statistics. And again, there are those little mythos tentacle things used to track all of this stuff. So let's see who's next here. Here is Rasputin. We'll take a look at his miniature here in just a second. But there are his statistics: unlikable, arcane mastery, and brawling. I do like how some of these heroes have some amount. I mean, I guess maybe Rasputin might be the only one who is based on a actual person here. Just looking through the heroes, the rest of them seem to be mostly fictitious. But here is Rasputin's backstory, in case you want to pause the video and read through that. Here is his miniature. There we go. That's a little better. Next up we have Elizabeth. Miniature out of the way. Here is her board. She's got stealth. All right, next up is Fatima. is Fatima's backstory. Along with her miniature. Alright, next up we have Ahmed. And Borden. Next up is Ian, the one-armed soldier here. Followed by the super creepy kid with the flaming hands. Next up is John Morgan, aka Black Indiana Jones. And last but not least is Sister Beth, the gun and knife wielding nun. Their lack of faith should disturb them. There's her card, and there is her miniature. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is all of the content for Cthulhu Death May Die. Again, there's not a whole lot in here, but I think that the way they have constructed these episodes, which we didn't dive into for spoiler reasons, I actually kind of appreciate that there's not a ton of content here. It's not overwhelming you. The amount of miniatures you should be able to paint up pretty easily if you enjoy playing with painted miniatures, and there seems to be a lot of variety in heroes. I believe you can play this game with just a single hero, maybe worst case two, but having 10 total to choose from all with variable player powers, seems like a really nice touch. So we'll definitely be taking a look at this on the channel here in the near future, but for now, hopefully you enjoyed this unboxing video. If you did, please consider giving this video a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more content like this in the future, please consider subscribing to the channel. Once again, thanks for watching. Have a great day.